Hey friends, today we're working with Vander, a wild burro who's already completed the gentling process and is now beginning the next steps towards becoming a future pack burro. Whether you're working with a wild burro, a saddle donkey, or a future pack animal, these early introductions can make a big difference. Today we're introducing the saddle pad, the saddle, panniers, and eventually some contents in the saddle panniers. Overall, Vander handled most of this really well. But there was one moment during the session that caught me by surprise and changed the direction of the training for the rest of the day. Vander has already graduated the gentling program, but his training isn't over yet. His new owners have hired Dan and me to continue working with them to help prepare him for his future as a pack burro. That means introducing new equipment, building confidence, and helping him become comfortable with the kinds of things he'll experience once he goes home. This is day 2 of introducing Vander to the saddle, pad, saddle, and panniers. Like most training sessions, the goal isn't to see how much we can get done in one day. The goal is to help Vander understand what we're asking and build his confidence one step at a time. We started at Liberty with the saddle pad and simply watched how he responded. Later on, we changed things up a little. Before a donkey can carry equipment on the trail, pack into the backcountry, or even think about pack burro racing, they first have to be comfortable with the equipment itself. The saddle, the panniers, and anything that moves, bumps, or makes noise around them all need to become just another part of everyday life. At first, Vander was a little unsure about the pad. Nothing dramatic, just slow processing. And this is where I've learned something important over time. Some donkeys don't respond by rushing in or backing away hard. They just pause. And in those moments, the goal isn't to push into action, it's to help them find clarity. So I stayed at Liberty for a while before eventually adding the halter and lead rope just to help him find the right answer more easily. One of the reasons I like starting at Liberty, whenever possible, is that it gives me a chance to see what the donkey really thinks about something. Without the halter or the lead rope, Vander has options. He can move away, he can stay, he could investigate, or he could ignore the saddle pad completely. All of these choices tell me something about where his mind is. When introducing something new, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for signs that the donkey is thinking instead of reacting. Sometimes that looks like standing still and watching. Sometimes it looks like taking a few steps away and then stopping. Sometimes it looks like reaching out to investigate. Those small moments can tell us a lot about how comfortable the donkey is feeling. One thing I've learned over the years is that not every donkey approaches new experiences the same way. Some donkeys are naturally curious and want to investigate everything right away. Others take more time. They prefer to stand back, observe, and gather information before deciding whether something is safe. Neither approach is wrong. The important thing is recognizing the donkey in front of you and adjusting your expectations accordingly. As Vander worked through this introduction, I wasn't worried about how quickly he'd accept the saddle pad. I was paying attention to how he responded each time the picture changed. Was recovering quickly? He used to need a lot of breaks during a 15-minute session. Was he able to relax? Was he staying engaged in the process, or did he need to stop and take breaks? Those things are often more important than how fast we reach the next step. The goal isn't to get the saddle pad on as quickly as possible. The goal is to help Vander become confident enough that future steps become easier. Because everything we do from that point forward is going to build on this foundation. Once Vander understood the saddle pad, everything else started to come together faster. The saddle pad went on and off without much concern. Then I introduced the saddle without any pad. I put the saddle on and off multiple times, and then I brought in the saddle pad and the saddle on and off, and then I brought in the panniers. These are just over the saddle panniers, and I'm using a training saddle. I'll put a link in there in the description for the training saddle. But this is a lot of repetition just to find any holes, to really confirm that he's comfortable and confident, and then a lot of breaks in between. Most all of his sessions were about 15 minutes long, with a minimum of a 5-minute break and sometimes longer. Good boy. Now I'm going to put it on and off just with that cinch being extended, because that's more movement, right? Keep your body where you're not going to get kicked, guys. And he's just looking at that. It's dangling, touching his legs. Here you go, Vander. Hey, buddy. Hi. Want some more pay? There you go. A little blow. That's great. Here you go. All right, so now we're going to get this ready to actually cinch it up. And I'm not going to cinch it tight right now, but I do want him to get used to it. Now, let's see. I might need him to take a step forward so that other leg's not so far forward. Or back. I meant to say back. Come on. Maybe I'll just take it off and then I'll resituate him. Does that feel weird, huh? Come on, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. All right, we're going to put this back on. Pay them, help them get used to this. Okay, now when it's time to grab that cinch, guys, don't put your head down there where you're going to get kicked. Okay, I'm going to just kind of do advance and retreat because I don't know how he's going to act with this. We'll see if I can't grab that. You see, as I just do this little test to see how he is when I reach down, he does not care. So that's good. There, I got it. You see how I kept my body safe. Now he might move during this part, so we want to be ready. And I can just start with just holding this here and paying him. There, good job. He seems to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start cinching him up. Now, when I'm doing this, hopefully you can hear it in the camera. You can hear the latigo here make noise. And that's something that sometimes some of them are bothered by. Vander doesn't seem to care. The first time I ever saddled Seamus, he just trembled. Here you go. Just trembled. So this is quite different than how Seamus was at the beginning. Now I'm just going to get it in here. Now this should be pretty safe from falling. Now it's not really tight. Like I would not mount him with this, but it should be tight enough to keep him from having the saddle fall. There. Now I'm going to pay him again. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Now we'll just let him walk. I'll let him eat the pay first, and then we'll just let him walk a little bit. Now when they go and they disengage their hind end, sometimes they get bothered when they feel that. So we want to help them get used to all these feelings now before there's a pack or anything on. There's a whole slew of bicycles riding down the highway. So that's kind of like trigger stacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bicycles plus a saddle. That's a lot. Yeah, you're okay. You are totally okay. There's a lot of different feelings, isn't there? Plus the bicyclers going by. I've never seen bicyclers on this highway, and I wouldn't recommend riding a bike on this highway. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. Let's just lead around a little bit, huh? Does that feel weird? Does that feel weird, huh? You're doing a good job. Yes, you are. You're doing a good job. Let's just keep moving around a little bit and help you get used to that. Come on over here, buddy. Yeah, turn this way and turn. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we got to help you turn. This is where they can really get bothered when you're turning. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. So right now he's kind of blocking me. I don't want him to block me. I want to get over here so I can actually ask him to disengage the hind end or roll the hinds. There, that was good. That was really good. Good. He's not quite disengaging, and I do want that right now, so I'm going to keep asking for it. There we go. Oh, that was good. That was good. Let's go straight again. Then we're going to ask for the disengaging again. Good boy. That was like perfect. Here you go. Now let's start taking this off, huh? Yeah. We really want them to know this isn't going to stay on forever. Latigo is making noise, touching his legs. I'm going to pay him again. Here you go, buddy. You're doing such a good job. That's tickling the backs of his legs. Now I'm going to take it off. Well, he's doing okay. I think I can string this through. Have it all set up for next time I put it on, which probably will be more sessions today. But first, I want to give them a break before I do any more. Let's see, how long have we been going? 10 minutes. I could put it on one more time. Could we do it one more time, Vander? Huh? Here you go. There you go. We'll just hang out with them a little bit. Let them feel it. Like they can feel everything through here, guys. So petting it, letting them hear that. What do you think of this, huh? Here you go. You can even move stuff over here. I can just let them see things, move around them. The stirrups could maybe bonk them on the sides. And I'm not saying to do it hard, but let them feel this stuff. What a good job you're doing. What a good job you're doing. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, do you see that moving? Huh? What is that? What is that, huh? That's a good job. Some more pay. Are you doing a good job? Huh? Yeah. Lots of pets and scratches and soak time, guys. You're the real deal, aren't you? There we go. Good job. All right. Now I'll put the pad on. Or the saddle. Look at me saying the wrong words. Okay, here's some more pay. You're doing a good job. Yes, you are. Okay, now remember, face forward. We don't want to get our head where we're going to get kicked. I'm curious, how many of you watching are doing the pack burro races? I am in no way, shape, or form a runner, but it does look fun. Looks like a lot of fun. And if I understand correctly, they're kind of all over the place. Do you need some pay? Are you doing a good job? Here you go. What a fun thing to do with your burros. I love it when burros have jobs. I think a burro is much happier. I think our donkeys are much happier when they have a job. I'm going to give them some more pay. This is a little bit tighter than it has been in the past. So you're taking that in, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. Now that we have the pad underneath here, it's totally making it tighter. So I'm not going to tighten it anymore right now because I feel like we are as tight or maybe even a little bit tighter than we have been. So it's not all the way on. It's not all the way buckled, but that's okay. Here you go, Vander. Look. Look. Are you not sure about that? Huh? So he's saying, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to loosen it a little bit. Because remember, we're trying to help build up his confidence, not cause him alarm. Does that feel better now, buddy? He's like, I've never had any belts on. I've never had anything that tight. Okay. So he's not reacting poorly. He's not doing anything naughty. But I could see that he started to feel a little uncomfortable, right? So we can just kind of do this a little by little. I'm going to make it tighter again. I'm going to see how he's looking away, like, what the heck is going on? Hey, you. Here you go. There you go. And now I'm going to loosen it again. Now, again, it's not tight enough to ride or to hold a pack saddle on, but I'm trying just to get him comfortable with all of these actions. Remember, we're laying down the foundation. This isn't about hurry up and get it on before he responds. It's let's get a nice solid foundation so that later on, when he's getting saddled, he doesn't think anything about it. Here you go, buddy. Now I'm just going to work on tightening it and loosening it because he's showing me that he's a little bothered. Okay, so now it's loose. And just wiggle around. Here you go, buddy. Okay, now I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. Now, typically when I'm saddling, I do this in 3 stages. So I get it on so that it won't fall. And then I clean their feet. And then before, before I put the bridle on or before we start hiking or whatever we're going to do, that's when I do the final tightening. So it's typically in 3 stages. And right now, like I said, I'm not tightening it all the way. By no way, shape, or form is this as tight as it would need to be. But I still want that foundation to be super strong. I don't want him to be a donkey that just holds his breath, takes in as big of a breath as he can, and then holds it. We want to avoid teaching him that he needs to do that. Here you go. Okay, a little bit tighter, some more pay. We'll just keep making this a good experience for him. How does that feel? Weird? Huh? Does that feel weird? Here you go. There's some more pay. Now I'm going to put the over the saddle panniers on him. He's like, whoa, what is that? Yeah, aren't these cool? These carry lots of stuff. You could carry all the sleeping bags and sleeping pads. When I first start packing a donkey, remember that they have to grow into what their weight, what they can carry. Because we want them to be conditioned. So it's not just about put the weight on them. Like they can carry that 20 to 30% of their weight pretty easily for packing. I like to stick to pretty close to 20%. So it's not just, oh, he can carry 20%, so let's do it. No, let's get them out there hiking, guys. They can hike with their saddle on. Let's get them used to it. Now, if that's something that sounds fun to you, I have a challenge going this year for 2026, and it's for either hiking with your donkey or riding. So you don't have to ride your donkey to be part of it. It doesn't cost anything to join it. I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. So it's based on how many miles you hike or how many rides you're doing, and like I said, it doesn't cost anything to join. When you finish what your goal is, then I send you a link where you can choose to order some stuff from Reed Veit from his saddlery that has like pack burro, master, or the different things. I have more in the description, guys, so check out the description for that. Look at you, you're just rocking it. I'm gonna let him start moving with this on before I put anything in it. So if you're working towards your own personal goals, whether it's hiking or riding or a pack burro race, condition your donkey so that they can enjoy all of this, okay? They can do a lot, donkeys can, but we do need to condition their body. Now, I also have a playlist for conditioning them, and it comes with a lot of groundwork. It's groundwork and hikes and just doing a lot of different stuff with them to help them build up their muscle. It also keeps their mind good, so they're working on muscle and stamina. I might have said that word wrong. Hey, you. All right, let's see about moving. So this might flap around a little bit. Thankfully, it's all nice and calm today. Let's just move a little bit, buddy. There, good job. What did that feel like? It all flapped around you. Look at you. You're doing a good job. Good boy. Good job. Notice I'm not pulling on them, okay? I don't like to pull on them to get them to go. It's not that I would never ever pull on them, but that's not how I like to do it. I like them to be willing to follow the loose lead rope. You see how I'm trying to keep a smile in the lead rope? That's my goal. It's my goal to be able to walk or hike with a smile on the lead rope. It's my goal to ride with a smile in my reins. Now we have to work towards that. Like it doesn't just happen automatically. We have to teach. And then we have to help them be conditioned. Have them be healthy. Isn't that right, Vander? You are so rocking it. You're doing such a good job. Okay, so we got a little bit of forward movement now. Now I think I'm going to introduce him rolling the hinds or disengaging the hind end. Because again, when that saddle gets tight, when they move around like that, it can cause them alarm. Now, right now, he only has the front cinch on. He doesn't have a rear cinch. So that's something we'll have to introduce later on. But this saddle here, it's not really set up for a rear cinch. So we'll just introduce the front cinch right now. All right, come on, buddy. Good, good, good. Yeah, that's good. You're handling that so well. It helps that there's not a whole bunch of bicyclers going down the highway, huh? You know, our highway, it's 70 miles an hour. And if you go 70 miles an hour, you get past like you're standing still. What a good job. I would hate to be riding a bicycle on that highway. Guys, I will put links in the description for these over the saddle panniers and for the Mustang saddle here that I use. That way you guys can find that. These things are so nice for lots of stuff. Now, I would not use the Mustang saddle with the over the saddle panniers. Let's do this a little bit more. And then I think we'll just lead in some circles. Good boy. Just helping him get used to this, keeping it a good, fun experience for him. You got your forward down, no problem, don't you? You're like, what are those buckets there? That looks scary. All right. Oh, good. 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 Nice. All right. Now let's put the buckets on you. Ooh, noisy, huh? It's just a bucket. Nothing to be concerned about. We're just going to put this in your bag. Help you get used to all of this. Now these have straps here that you tighten up so that nothing falls out. Oh, oh, stay with me, buddy. Want to get this put on so it doesn't fall out. He says that makes a lot of weird noise. Here you go. Here's some more pay for you. More pay for you. Let's keep this a good experience. Put down a good foundation. And you're going to have an animal that enjoys working with you. There you go, buddy. Here you go, some more pay for you. He says, oh gosh, that was kind of scary. Here. You're doing a good job. You're staying with me. You're not trying to leave. I can see that you're a little concerned about this, but you're rocking it. You're doing such a good job. Yes, you are. There you go. Good boy. You're okay. Yes, you are. Okay, so you see how he's trying to block me, guys? Keep him in the camera. There. I just went a little wide. Now, it's important that you're always staying out of kicking range. Like Vander's never been a kicker. That's not been his go-to response for when he's anxious or nervous. And yet, he's also a wild donkey. Whether your donkey is wild or not, don't underestimate them. Keep yourself safe. There you go. Here's some more pay for you. My shadow scared him. Shadows are scary, I know. There you go. Shadows are scary. Let's come forward so we know you're in the camera, buddy. There you go. Does that feel weird? Huh? Let's get this back one buckled so it doesn't fall out. Oh, this back one is broken. We'll just buckle it here. We'll just kind of tie it. I think the mice got into these. All right. Now you're wearing a pack saddle. Good job. And you have stuff in it. It's pretty big, isn't it? It's a lot of stuff in here. There. Good job. What is that on your back, huh? Are you going to make a good pack burro? Come on. There. Good job. You are rocking it. What a good boy you are. Come this way. Look at you. What a good job you're doing. Come on. All right, guys. There is Vander, his first time with a pack saddle. I think he's doing a really good job. A little bit nervous, but he's sticking with me. Here you go. Here, look. Way to go, buddy. What is that on you? Now we're going to take this off and put it back on. We want him to know, just like the saddle, that this is not going to be staying on him. Are you ready for it to come off, buddy? Are you taking this all in? All right, let's start taking it off. Now remember, I'm introducing this without any weight. It's empty 5-gallon pails. We can introduce weight once he's more familiar, more confident with all of this. Yeah, that's what was on your side. Here you go. Where are you going? Let's come back over here. It's a lot of straps dangling, isn't it? Does that feel weird? Huh? Does that feel weird? Here you go. Let's take these off your back so you don't think you have to wear them forever. Here you go. Is that weird, huh? Oh my gosh, I put it on the ground. The nerve of me. Are you going to fight this now? But really, you're okay. But he wants to fight now. There you go. Good boy. Okay, guys, I don't think any of that was in the camera, but he decided he was going. He got in the corner. He doesn't like this stuff here. You don't like this stuff here, do you? You're okay with it on the fence. Here you go. There. Yeah, see, it's okay. So right now, he's a little bothered, right? So if I took everything off and just took away all the pressure, then I would be teaching him, be bothered, and that will make the pressure go away. Walk around with him, and then just help him relax and calm down. Just help him know it's okay to relax. And when you relax, then the pressure goes away. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the saddle and the pad. Sometimes I'm stubborn like a donkey is perceived to be, guys. I couldn't hang on to the saddle to bring it over to the panel. And I think I can do it with the saddle pad. I don't know why I thought that. So we're going to walk, and then he can rest when we're over there again. We'll do a few laps, though. At this point, the goal shifted from training to understanding. We paused. I gave him space, and eventually I brought hay into the pitcher and set it near the saddle and the panniers. Not to distract him, but to let him investigate on his own terms. This is where learning actually happens, anyways, guys, not where everything is going perfectly. So if you have a setback, don't sweat it. But when the donkey gets time to process what just changed, they're really going to have a lasting takeaway from it. So we're just going to do a few laps again, and then I'll let him rest. I do think he's getting closer to the saddles when we're resting. Should we go do some walking again? We can do some walking again. So walking is not a punishment, guys. It's just making them move. Remember, donkeys like to conserve their energy. So right now we're walking. I'm asking him to move, and then I'm going to let him rest by that saddle again. Hey, Tony. Well, hello, Tony. Now notice I'm not trying to get him to go up and smell the saddle or anything. I'm just trying to make the saddle a nice, relaxing spot to be. Licking and chewing. Now, if I asked him to go smell the saddle, I would just be adding to the stress of being over here. But letting him stop and not do anything is hopefully helping him relax. And I like how much he's working his jaw right now. Keep going. Keep going. You don't want to go anymore, huh? All right, let's go rest by the saddle. Come on. Today wasn't about getting everything right. It was about watching how Vander responds when the picture changes. And sometimes the biggest lesson in training is not what the donkey accepts. It's what they're still trying to understand afterwards. Tomorrow we'll continue building on that understanding, but today I'm just going to let him think.